The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us we are not black because we're cursed. We are black because we are the first life out of darkness. Black because black is not a color. We are black because we are the essence from which color comes. Black because we are the first life that came not with the universe, but before there was a sun, moon, and or star. We were there. And that's why neither the sun, moon, nor star can show the origin of the black man. You have to find the birth of water, the birth of earth, and the birth of electricity to find the birth of God and the birth of the original people. Your own scholars, your own white scholars tell you through their study of genetics that dark skin is dominant and light skin is recessive. I didn't write it. Dr. Mendel wrote it. Dr. Mendel said light eyes are recessive, meaning weak. And dark eyes are strong. Dr. Mendel said you can get the recessive from the dominant, but you cannot extract the dominant from the recessive. Well, what did Dr. Mendel mean? Dr. Mendel meant that if white people were first, we never could have come, because it is a biological, mathematical, physiological impossibility for two white people to produce anything other than themselves. So they are not the original people. You may say, I don't believe that. There goes that racist stuff. I'm just bringing your scholars to the witness stand. Dr. Leakey, one of the leading anthropologists in the world, looking for the origin of man, found it, as he thought, not in Europe. He found it in what is called Africa. And he found the bones of a man 750,000 years old who had a father, and he called his name Zinjanthropus. Anthropus from the Greek meaning man, and Zinj from the African language meaning black. Black man. And now some of your scholars who study DNA have traced the origin of all living things, not to the black man, but to the black woman as the mother of all living creatures. We, the original people, were builders before there was any such thing on the earth or such people on the earth as Caucasian. You are a new people on our earth.
All right. Teacher, let us know the truth. Come on now.
And like all new things, you're busy discovering. A baby discovers a room in the house. It couldn't crawl before. Oh, the baby got out the crib and started crawling around, discovered a new room. The parents didn't get excited. They bought the house. They built the house.
All right. All right.
You came and discovered America. How could you have discovered it when somebody was already here? You discovered it for yourself and your people. We already knew it was here and had plotted it out long before you were born, when the earth was once a part of the moon. As the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us over 66 trillion years ago. The moon is nothing more than the twin part of the earth, but she has lost her water to this part, filled with deep caverns that once were seas. But the water of the moon fell on this part called earth. And now that part has no water. Because of her position and the light of the sun striking her, she tries to keep drawing from the earth what she lost. So she keeps equalizing the waters of the earth, so that the earth that is 3/4 water and 1/4 land approximately will never flood out and drown out civilization. But if water sought its level, it would do that were it not for the presence of the moon. But that moon is a dead planet, which you discovered when you got there, which our teacher told you before you got there what you would discover when you got there. We got some brothers in Africa that are so wise, they plot the course of the stars and can tell you that one wasn't seen for 50,000 years. You don't know nothing about that because you weren't here then. But these people that you call jungle bunnies, we have civilization buried under the sands and under the jungles because we knew you were coming. And we buried our highest civilization under the sand so that you couldn't borrow from our wisdom, but you would have to use what God had given you to build what you think is a superior civilization, but it is quite inferior to what the original people built. You study biology, don't you? Do you? Have you gotten to Mendel's law? You have? What did Mendel say? He discovered that light eyes are what? Recessive. Dark eyes are what? Dominant. Light skin is what? Recessive. Dark skin is what? Recessive means what? Weak. And the dominant means what? Strong. Mendel said that you can get the recessive from the dominant, but you couldn't get the dominant from the recessive. I'm only quoting Mendel. Not that I agree with him, but I'm quoting him. Now, what was Mendel saying? Blue eyes are not stronger than brown eyes and black eyes. Did you know that? The blue eye is a weaker eye. And you can get the blue eye from the brown eye, but you cannot get the brown eye from the blue eye. Well, then white skin is recessive and dark skin is dominant. White skin is weaker in that it has lost much of its pigmentation. Listen carefully. Much of what is called melanin. That ability that enables that skin to draw in the light of the sun and the beautiful vitamins that are in the rays of the sun that would build up that body against disease. Right. But that dark skin, it is dominant. Oh, yeah. It doesn't reflect the light, it absorbs it. Right. It's strong. Now, I hear you. See, I knew he was going to get into that old racist talk. Why? Why would you say that's racism? Can you prove that white people were here before us? No. Ask them. Just 500 years ago, they thought the earth was flat. I'm not making mockery. That shows you how much they've advanced in 500 years. If 500 years ago they thought the earth was flat, surely our people knew it was not flat. We were all over the earth. There's a sign everywhere on this earth that the black man was there first. Check it out. You are the first life in the sun. White folks came from us, not we from them. They would rather say that they were descendants from apes than to say that the black man is our father. That's why the Bible told white people, honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Now, I'm not being smart. If the white man was the first man on the earth, a yellow man couldn't have got here, much less a black man, because two white people genetically, mathematically, biologically cannot produce anything other than their own self. But you, black man, you have the genetic power to produce lighter than yourself all the way up to an albino. You are the father of all human beings. Think about it. You are the Alpha and the Omega of the Bible. This is why, Brother Omega and Brother Alpha, you shouldn't be arguing with each other over which fraternity you want to belong to. Alpha is one letter of the Greek alphabet. Omega is another. Delta is another. My God, how can an alphabet, a letter of the alphabet, be anything for you to struggle over? We were before the Greeks. We were before the alphabet. And we are the father of Greek civilization. Why should I follow a Greek letter and argue with another black man? Look, I'm an Omega. Shut up, I'm an Alpha. Don't tell me I'm a Kappa. You sound like a fool in a modern world, brother. It takes the alphabet to make a word. And it takes more of the alphabet to make words make a sentence. And sentences make a paragraph. And a paragraph tell the story. So you don't need to argue over letters. We need to see that it's the unity of letters that make the word and the sentence. And it's the unity of the Alpha and the Omega. It's the unity of the Delta and the AKA. It's the unity of us as black people that tells the story. Not you fragmented against me fragmented against you. And because of a little handshake and all of this, I crossed over, did you? What the hell are you talking about? We all are on the burning sands right now, black man.